the camera, and yes,
Gotcha.
it will record our audio. Oh, wow, I got a live transcription feed going too. I had to do that.
Those could
Were
be
we
fun.
sent the last minutes? I don't remember. Were we? Did
We did not have a copy of the last minutes, so the items that were on the last minutes I've included in the matters of discussion.
Okay, great.
That was the one that we tried to get in on and you couldn't get
Oh, I was
the
flustered.
video. I couldn't get, I have it on my phone,
Yeah.
which is, it's horrifying. Because you can't see anybody, you can't
Mhm.
respond.
Oh,
Yeah, I just bought that new computer that doesn't.
My system hates this whole system here.
Okay, so we'll start, approval of minutes. We'll just go over what we see.
They were included in the matters of discussion, so we can skip right
Okay,
over
now,
approval
I'm
of
sorry,
minutes
okay.
and go right to matters of discussion.
Consider beautification grant applicable public art, island music, okay. Fill me in on.
And
How much money do we have available? Total.
this,
She may not know.
yeah, she's right, I don't know. The public art sidewalk silhouette project was proposed by Shannon Wang
Mhm.
with a total cost of 700, and with the public art part of it, it would be a 50/50 grant. If I remember that correctly, if I understand that
Okay.
correctly.
So we 350?
Yes.
50/50, okay.
And the silhouettes she's proposing to put on would look like, whoops.
Are these the art group, almost down there?
She is the chair of the art group, yes.
Okay,
But-
that did Clifford or Halloween?
Oh,
Big
no,
Red Dog?
no, that was the Neighborhood Creative Arts
Right.
Group. Or
Oh, so that this
Creative
isn't the
Arts.
same
This is
one?
not the same one. No, the Arts Work Group is part of Keep Dakota Beautiful,
Yeah.
which is a town initiative, and Shannon chairs the Arts Work.
Okay.
Let me get the sidewalk, so let's back up.
What I have that is in, a while ago, Paula, for the artwork, I'll send to you. Helen, did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, because we've worked on that. Sidewalk silhouette, so walk me through that.
So this is these. Let's see.
We get
see
up,
if I
you're
can
gonna
get this
hold it
bigger.
up there long enough.
She's gonna try and
I
mark
have not seen it.
I can show you on my computer too.
Are they on the sidewalk itself?
They'll be painted on the sidewalk themselves. And
Okay,
the,
so starting at the corner of Charles Street and the Grange.
Let me see.
Sure.
Island Music Building.
So,
So it's just going down one
Those
to that driveway.
on,
yes, because that's,
And that's the-
Island Music's,
700?
for the total project for 700.
Huh.
so this is representative of Bird City or what?
It is part of the Bird
Okay.
City initiative. As
Okay,
far as our image as Bird City.
which is where, yeah.
okay,
It's also been approved by the property owner.
okay,
She's submitting on his behalf.
okay.
Okay. So it says that the birds are from the Paul Reed Smith Guitars inlays. So this has some kind of connection with the
With his business.
business.
Okay.
It does.
And I'm assuming
So it's
they
like
sell
advertising.
those same guitars probably.
They do.
Okay. So we are, these need approval, the silhouettes are due, I don't remember that, I remember.
The artwork group has already recommended that we go forward with this.
Right, okay.
And so they made that recommendation to the Beautification Commission to approve the request for the grant.
So it's coming out of their budget, not our budget?
No.
So there's a total of 700 and 50% is coming from the art, from where? Sorry.
I think is this the special exemption that
Bird City.
like that this artwork can, they can get a bigger grant, isn't that right? Can they go up to 9? I have 9 in my mind, but I don't know.
Well, a public art project, there is a section for that on the grant application,
Right, okay,
and that's up to a 50% funding match.
okay.
So they're asking for us to spot 350
Yes.
and,
Well, actually, the whole project costs $3,500.
No, that's a separate one. I'm just showing you the form.
Oh, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah, that's a
that
different thing.
before. I did, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, can I see the
Okay,
form?
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this one's Morgan's Crossing. This is coming up later. That's what that form looks like.
Oh, this is already in our packet. I got it.
Okay, so, all right.
And then the other 350 is received from, or done by who?
Island Music, I guess.
Island Music.
It's his advertising.
Not advertising.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
please.
So the total that they're asking for is
350.
350. Okay, so, we'll take a vote on you, yes?
I don't see how we can award any kind of funds if we don't know what the total funds we have to work with, because we have multiple grants here. So what is our pot?
That's a good question.
Do you
It
have,
is a good question, but
I don't see how we can do it.
Okay, so the top is 500 or 500. How many do we have here? 2, 3. So that's like 1,500, well, less than 350. The grants can go for 500 each, okay? Grant application. So I'm just saying, I
Do
suppose
we have
more than that.
$1,500 in the pot?
did you have the most recent report from Kevin?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I haven't had anything for a long time.
Can we give Kevin a call? Is he around?
Sure.
I don't like spending somebody else's money if I don't know what the money is
Yeah.
that we have to spend.
Yeah,
That's a good policy.
it's a
I
good
think.
question. Yeah, it's a good.
It's not good.
The government should generally have that policy, I think.
Yeah, please.
So
The
something
only
we've been
government
saying a
official I
lot,
ever
I'm getting
heard
ready to call
even
Kevin, but something
mention
we've been saying a
Just
lot lately
responsibility
is
to Peter.
going forward,
Uh-huh.
perhaps the
It's unbelievable.
Beautification Commission needs somebody designated to monitor how much is in the account as you're going along. I mean, Kevin does that,
Okay,
but if you want a
Okay, so-
immediate,
okay.
hold on a second.
That can be part of our minutes
Yeah.
going forward.
You want
Sure, I'll do
Treasurer,
it.
to monitor that?
be like a treasurer report, so to speak.
Exactly. Do we have a budget for the commission? Because we used to years ago.
We still
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
we still
Okay.
do, but I don't know since money has been spent and what is in there. I'm blank at, I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I can make an appointment.
It was always like, there's money there, you know. So can we afford this?
Didn't Patty usually know what we had as far as?
Oh, yeah, and yeah. Wait, she's not
Okay,
here
Matt.
anymore.
You're on the hot seat.
Matt.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out and we will, I think it's,
Side question there right now.
but an important one.
Yeah.
But let's, I mean, while Kelly's making the call, I mean, if we have enough for these projects, is there any reason not to go forward with the birds? Anybody have any?
No, I have no.
I don't
Feelings
have
on the
any
birds?
objections, so, you know, I was getting ready to say, hey, let's vote on it.
Uh-huh.
When Miss Wise got over there.
Well, Miss-
It was a good question.
Miss, do we have money?
Yeah, nice start.
Yeah,
Kevin is not currently available.
okay.
The operating budget, as I recall, was 5,000 a year and
Total for everything? Or
for,
just for this project?
no, for
Grant.
beautification as a whole.
But just the grants program?
Beautification as a whole,
Oh, just 5,000?
I think.
Right.
Does that not sound familiar? No?
I think
That
it's,
sounds, well, I don't know. What I
I
remember
would
about
say-
the grants were, it used to be around $2,500 is what we had
yeah.
grant money per,
Okay, so that's definitely
Or-
something we need to settle.
per,
That we had allocated to allow for grants?
yes.
Okay.
So, and that much in the spring and that much in the fall. So that would be about $5,000.
Yeah.
So that's.
So that's
sounds-
just the grant
That
program?
sounds
That's
just like the grant.
Grants money then.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count for planting any of our planters and stuff like that?
No,
So we
I
can
think we
just,
could go through and then just say, as long as there's funds there, we approve that.
Pending confirmation
And
of,
so move
Yeah.
on, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I
available
think
funds.
that's what I was
So my question is, everything has to be here we're gonna say go through it, yes.
Yes,
But the actual vote, do we have to come back here for it? Because Daniel would not let us go on and vote.
right. So email voting is not a thing. We're here in a meeting. Virtual meetings are acceptable. So if you were attending virtually, it would be the same as if you were here in the room voting. So
Okay.
that's okay. We would need a motion to approve this grant and a second.
Subject
and a
to-
vote, subject to
fun.
whatever conditions you want to put on it.
Yep.
And
Okay, so I have a motion for this grant that we're looking at for $350.
subject to,
Mhm.
Something.
Availability of funds.
Actual money's in them, yeah.
And I second that.
Okay.
Everybody approved?
I do.
yeah.
Yeah. Approved.
unanimously. Excellent.
Did we skip over the other one? Is that one we already did?
Which
Or is
one?
that all both PRS sidewalk? The
No,
first-
That's the one we just voted in.
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
that was
Okay,
the
that's the
supporting
sidewalk,
documentation.
so
That was the
yes.
pictures and the form.
So that's all one thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
excellent.
Hawthorne Greene Gazebo.
This was a review. This was on the last agenda, and I did not have any notes to say how that played out.
Yeah.
So
There was a question of, because there were two signs on it. There was an existing sign and they were adding this one, remember?
Yeah, I can go over that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right. So they wanted to put a sign on the gazebo because you couldn't see coming from the one direction. You couldn't really see the sign to the community.
Mhm.
So they came up with that idea, but then Judy brought up the fact that there were some signs in the gravel that's around the gazebo, but they're little small, they're smaller signs, and it's for private property signs,
Right.
because of the HOA's private property. So anyway, Judy and Mary Beth met to go over it, and Mary Beth came back and said it was disapproved because it was private property.
Mhm.
But that's not the case at all. However, the board voted that we don't want the sign anyway, so you can just.
So is
Well, it's
that
really community property.
So
a
It's
withdrawal of
community
the,
property,
Right.
but we have these signs put up because there's people that,
Oh, yeah.
help themselves to the stones. And,
Right. I do remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so is that out?
that's out.
So number
Right.
2 is.
So no,
So is it-
we don't have to worry
Scratch it
about
out.
Is it-
spending any money there.
as a summary, application was not approved.
No, application was withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
Was withdrawn.
Yeah.
Okay. I see here the review of the Charles Street Bakery.
Now, I know this was approved
Yes.
because you
Yes.
went forward with it.
Yes.
I just wanted to confirm that it was in fact.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
It was very nice.
it does. It's great.
I really like it.
I did too.
Add some liveliness to it.
I actually saw it. Because driving down the street, I don't look left and right too much. I look
Mhm.
straight ahead. I
That's
can
awesome.
actually see that one.
And that it's doing exactly what it was intended to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
This view. This view.
and that was, so the money's already spent on
Okay,
that.
so that's.
Correct.
That is done. Design, okay. 5-7 Charles Street reference
the date?
documents.
That was the Charles Street Bakery mural.
That was okay.
That was the one I couldn't see.
And so
So
the next
it had
one
no
is
visual.
So the next one is the Martin's Crossing Beautification Grant application.
Oh,
And this would be me, I guess.
yeah.
The HOA manager wrote in, or the president wrote in asking where his check was. And through an email thread, we found that this process had never been completed. So Judy, thank goodness you found this form, because for the life of me, I could not find it. So we still have this outstanding application that was approved by the board. Or
I
was
think I-
not.
Read what they require, they want to do.
The total project cost was $3,500. They qualified for up to $500 on this, and it was for the Martins Crossing HOA. And
To do what?
landscape project, right, I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
We would like to have a grant process to help beautify our entrance at the HOA. And they list the plants that they had planned to put in. All will be handled by a professional landscaper. Landscaper will water new plants and will maintain mulch, plants, and weeds, and the contact information. So they were contracting with a professional landscaper. Total project cost is $3,500, and they qualify for up to $500 for general beautification.
Is there any, I found that one. For some reason, I'm thinking about that they were using the plants that were not native.
That looks correct.
Is that all there?
Liriope, some kind of, as far as rose, juniper. And Danielle did contact them about, they could qualify for up to $700 if they were going to use native pollinators. They decided to just stick with the $500.
Okay.
I think
that's good.
Isn't
Okay.
it
That's too
drift
weedy,
roses?
the natives.
Yeah,
Is it drift roses? Is that what they are?
I can't, what, I'm sorry.
Drift roses?
Here, you have-
I don't know about roses. I don't know what they have. So I propose that we.
I can't even see where they, writings.
That project.
Oh, Liriope knockout roses. Oh, gosh.
Knockout roses.
Absolutely not. The knockout roses are just trash. And
Shut up. I haven't had one.
they are.
I like
They really-
knockout roses.
Me too.
What happens is, because they're on a grafted root, the grafted root will, after so many years, start to come up instead of the healthy canes of the knockout roses, because they're dying off. And what you get is it's just aberrant growth, and it has deformed flowers. The canes are covered with just thousands of little tiny thorns. They become a danger tree, for animals, cats, dogs, children can fall into it.
I understand that, but personally, mine are doing great.
Will you take care of them? Because, the thing is with the knockout roses, they have to have the same care that you give a regular rose. And people don't want to do that because they're sold with the promotion that,
I think
hey,
you're right.
Yeah.
maintenance free,
Yeah,
and they're not.
Yeah.
We've had them at the beginning of our
Did you pass that
development for a
Yes.
long time. And they do
The
great.
writing is very,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do great.
Well, so you take care of them too.
Yeah.
yeah, as long as you take care of them.
Okay, so moving to their $500.
They are applying for
I propose
$500.
that we,
So now we pay $850, right?
When was this,
Yes, out of grants.
do we know when this application was? Oh, April 2021? Is that what?
Almost a
And-
year ago.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Danielle
wonder
had
if
been
they-
waiting on a response regarding the use of native plants and if they wanted
Oh.
700. And then
Yeah.
we just needed the address to mail a check to,
Uh-huh.
assuming approval.
Okay,
Right, okay, so I propose that we can have the $500.
that's subject to our fund balance.
Yes.
Mhm.
Would this, so I wonder if we, do we have a rollover? Like, we don't know. If we had kind of allocated this last year in April,
But didn't spend
but
it.
didn't spend it. I guess we'll find out.
Well, if it was allocated and not spent, then the funds went into general
General
funds.
funds.
Yeah,
And then we started with a whole new budget.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
yeah, okay,
All right, I second that.
okay. Okay.
Then we have to see if everybody approves.
Yeah. All approved? Aye.
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 Okay.
So that is the end of what you have.
That's all I have, yeah.
Okay, just, do you know, you may not know, is there electric out there by this spot?
That's it. Thank you.
I know there is electric out there. I don't know if it reaches to the sculpture because there's an outlet right by that crepe myrtle in the triangle on the corner.
Oh, I walked past it many times. Okay. I'll look at that.
Were you looking to install a spotlight permanently? Okay, then we need to talk with the operations about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now, I just have little lights out there. They're kind of little, they're little spotlights. They're nothing that, really,
They like solar?
yes, yeah. They're okay at night, you can see something, but I would like to get something up there.
And I lied. I do have one more
Oh,
thing in this
okay.
kind of connection, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Celebration for the 20th anniversary of the tornado is going to be April 28th, and it starts at 6:30. There's a 30-minute talk. I don't know who's talking, so I know Mr. Ekman is going to talk. The mayor is too. Matt's going to say a little something. I think it's all, if it's 30 minutes, it's kind of compressed, so it'll be short. And then after that, I think Colleen has the Navy band out here. Be good, and little snacks and all that stuff, so.
Is that inside or outside or both, or how's that?
Both, outside,
The band.
outside, and I think Mr. Ekman is going to be, there'll be photos up in
Yeah,
the atrium and all.
Yeah,
right?
this artwork is coming down tomorrow afternoon, and then it'll be replaced with whatever special events has with the
Okay.
tornado.
It's going back to the artist, or?
Yeah, he's going to pick it all up. Yeah, it's been here since August, so.
Oh, gosh.
We
Do
miss it.
they
You got it.
call and require, and ask,
People
will they
will
be
get
up there, or there's a picking order, or?
Yeah, actually, so Shannon Wang's name comes up a lot. She also coordinates that.
Okay.
She found him on a local messaging board.
Okay.
He lives in Port Tobacco.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So,
So she'll be looking for somebody new to come in.
okay, on to, and you may not know much on this, it's been dropped. I haven't heard anything of it. Landscape, we were supposed to get all new landscaping around here. We walked around with a gentleman, I can't think of his name now.
Josh.
Josh, what's their name? What's their company name? She has that green. name.
Yeah, growing with
Christine
Gomes.
Gomes, yeah.
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 So that was like 2 years ago. No, it'd be longer than that because,
Before the shutdown.
yeah, and I don't know where that stands. And you don't either.
No.
Okay.
What was the goal or the?
Well, the goal was they were gonna take out all the shrubbery and we were gonna put all new shrubbery in and trees and blah, blah, blah,
You're
and
taking the trees out too?
some of these that are not good, Paula.
The ones that are around
Yeah,
the
over that way, town hall.
There's
Yes.
quite a bit of those scraggly.
one is
green.
the
That's what I
clubhouse.
want to call
This
it,
is not the
not
clubhouse.
gigantic ones, okay? But anyway, so I don't know whether that's been tucked away, tabled, or, he had a good vision, and he was to draw the plans and give them to Danielle, but I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
When they get a hold of them?
Yes, that would be
Okay,
good.
I have to see Christine anyway, because I need some more.
Okay. I remember they had an operation on the shoulder or something.
Yeah, a shoulder replacement.
For a while, but-
That was last year. He's fine.
Okay, and he was supposed to present for the total cost.
Okay.
too, so I didn't know that, so.
Do we have a grant to pay for this? Re-landscape?
I don't know what Daniel, I don't, we didn't get into that. And he
So-
was going to talk with Daniel about all that stuff, okay?
Because there are grants available for native. And, through NGC, National Garden Clubs, they have substantial grants for something like this.
She was working on something.
Our own garden club has a grant for, if you want to apply for that, I think it's up to $500.
Well, those would be
We could get
fantastic.
several. We could get
Yeah.
several.
Also, I'm pretty sure because it's town hall grounds and it's a town facility, there's something in the budget for landscaping.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the idea. That's
And
the
also
idea.
MML would have grants available too, because I know that after the tornado, they helped with the reforestation efforts.
but yeah, for grants for native,
Mhm.
anything to offset
Yeah.
the cost of
Yeah,
landscaping
it
would be
was
fantastic.
innovative for him too, so.
Well, you have to be careful with the natives yet, and I know Josh is very sensitive to that, so I think that's great to use him. But just to go native sometimes is like.
It's
really-
not all native, I know,
Right,
you know, I do
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, yeah, there's
yeah.
sacrifices to be made. But I do also know that Lynn Wheeler from Southern Maryland Audubon would like to be a
Okay,
part of that
Sure.
effort.
what's her name?
Lynn Wheeler, Lyn.
Oh, I know her.
She's in a lot of things.
Lynn,
Do
who?
you
Wheeler.
have, she spoke to our garden club last, when we were down at Port Tobacco,
Yes.
the new little nature trail down there, and they have a, what do they have? It's like a little atrium area that you can have meetings in, they have tables and stuff, and it was very nice. Do you by chance have her number?
I can send it to you.
Okay,
I don't have it offhand.
okay.
Yes. And her email. She's also with Keep It Play Beautiful, so we have a lot of intersection going.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have, that's all that I have. Do you have anything you want to discuss?
No, no,
No, no,
nothing.
Helen?
No, what about, let's see, I guess we'll be meeting several more times before it's time to put the plants in the planters.
Yes. Well, right now, the little heads are, the pansies are hooking up, getting back up. They were for
Yeah.
poor little things.
But they're the fall, you know, they're the hardy ones,
Mhm.
so they'll be fine until it gets hot.
Okay, so
That's when they start looking awful.
our next meeting, we'll discuss that.
Yeah.
No, March, April, right? April, we can put something in, late April, you think?
May.
May,
May.
after Mother's Day is what I
Mhm.
usually do.
Okay. Okay. We'll just use those little geraniums again because they were so
They were
great.
great.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Okay.
except one. One of them must have been sick from the very beginning because it never did
Wasn't
do
that the one
good.
the squirrel got into?
It could have been. I think
Yes.
it's the one on the end here.
Yeah, I think that was the squirrel because I caught him one time.
Oh,
I saw him with my eyes. You brat, no wonder it's not working.
but yeah, otherwise they're
Yeah.
really,
Is that-
really pretty.
Okay, so then I have my one last thing.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
it's kind
I'm
of,
sorry.
and it's like a dual level kind of thing.
Okay.
So I have your request for reimbursement for
Yes.
the spotlight.
Yeah.
And what that brought on was because I'm having to learn all kinds of things from scratches.
Oh, geez.
I had to talk with Kevin about the purchasing process and how things get reimbursed. So what I established with Kevin was that purchases need to be approved in the committee, in a committee meeting and reflected in the minutes, either before the purchase or when reimbursement is being requested, like in this case with
Okay.
this. So it just need to be a motion to approve this purchase, and that money would come out of your budget, and we'll reflect that in the minutes, and then we'll be all
Okay. A motion to
kosher.
approve this budget.
This purchase is for $41.63 for the solar spotlight for the tornado structure.
I had to pull them back out of the ground, forgot to turn them on.
Oh.
It was a 3-day process instead of 2.
And then I wrote up instructions because I need that for myself, and then I did not print them, and I did not bring them with me today, so I can share those with
That's
you
all
right
right.
after.
You're
Yeah, I'm gonna ride that for a long time.
I will second your motion.
Okay. All approved?
Approve, yeah.
Thank you.
It was 41.
63.
Yeah.
Are you the designated money keeper?
I
Yes.
just like to keep a tally, that's all. I'm
I'm
gonna,
gonna say, you seem like you're on it, so.
I've been treasurer
Penmanship
of many
is-
organizations, so yeah, I'm
Right.
used to keeping track of other people's money.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and that was, who made the motion, did you?
Matt,
She made the motion, I
Okay.
seconded.
And all approved.
And then
Unanimously.
There is nothing else here. And actually meeting, in the South is just like, I don't know what to do.
I know, it's wonderful.
It's
It
really
is.
good to be
It
back
is.
together.
It is. So I
Make a motion to
make
adjourn.
a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Second.
You don't have to, you don't have to say
Seconded.
that. You don't have to second, you don't have to vote on it. It's
Oh.
just- The chair, presiding chair just says, I make a motion to adjourn, bam, and done.
That may be Robert's rules.
It
We play different rules with the town. Yeah, the Robert's rules was never adopted, so, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If that's the operating procedures
that's-
for the committee
This is
That's
what
wrong.
we've
I'm
done.
sorry, I'm Robert's rules.
is motion and second
Yes,
vote? Okay.
yes, oh, yeah,
All right, so she seconded.
yeah.
We're gonna
That's
vote.
right.
All right.
Aye.
Aye, okay.
You don't have this, do you?
I have
Or on?
I have a filled out copy in the agenda.
Okay, so you can.
So I do see it.
You're good.
Yeah,
Contact
thank
me.
you.